Here, RVerTV, welcome. Check it out. The van is packed full. We are on the road. We are leaving for the summer, like right now. And here we go. Gonna be a long time before I get back home. Probably close to 4 months. And we're heading for the state line. We're gonna cross over into Nevada over here at Bullhead City in Laughlin. Okay, here it is. Colorado River. The official state line between Arizona and Nevada. And right here starts our 2024 RVerTV Small Town Travel Summer Season. Okay, we're gonna actually head up into California. We're gonna shoot on over this coming week. We're gonna explore the backside of the Sierra Mountains, up Highway 395. Gonna see some small towns up through there. I've been wanting to do that trip for quite a while. And tonight we're going to spend the night in Shoshone, California. It's right in the heart of the desert. I figured that'd be our good first night pit stop. It always takes me a few days to get acclimated to be on the road this long. Alright, we're going to catch on to Highway 95. Gonna run up here to Searchlight, and then we're gonna truck west and go up and catch I-15 and get our journey going today. And the heat is on. Heat wave coming in for the entire west. All over. Big storms back east in the plains. Must be first part of June, huh? But they're talking triple digits everywhere, down, especially down here in the lower deserts. Okay, this is a big town of Searchlight, Nevada. I'm gonna grab some fuel here. We're very close to the California state line, and as soon as you cross over to California, the fuel is gonna go through the roof. One good thing about the van, I get some really good mileage, and I can go a pretty good distance on a tank. So I'm gonna really top off here full of diesel before we continue on. Searchlight's an old historic mining town. Been around forever. Alright, this will only take a minute. How was that? Was that fast enough? The power of editing and turning the cameras on and off, huh? And we got the side cam going this morning. Front cam, side cam. Probably in about a week, I just got a new mounting system for the rear cam. We'll be adding that in too once we get on some more scenic highways. Right now, the only thing behind us is desert. But here's Searchlight. It's kind of growing up. One claim to fame they have here is getting a speeding ticket. Speed limit's 25, do 25. They will pull you over. Okay, I need to make a left. Right up here. This road will take us over and through a little town called Nipton, California. Then it catches us up over on I-15, which kind of heads into Southern California. This is a pretty ride. This highway is also called the Joshua Tree Highway. We're gonna see a bunch of them. Just the right altitude, temperature, perfect. They grow wild here, and there's a bunch of them. I'm not gonna say nervous, but there's been weeks of planning going into all of this travel, because I'm looking clear into August and September, even little bits of October coming back. We're going to do a lot of miles this summer, a whole bunch of them. Can you say desert? Especially in June. This is not the prime time to be traveling through this area. That's okay. Wait till you see the mountains once we get over there later this week. Alright, well, I gotta switch camera batteries. Let me find a place to pull off, stretch your legs. Take a little look at some Joshua trees. This'll work right here. Perfect. Wow, it is dry. All the greenery's gone. Imagine back in the day, you'd be riding your horse across this, town to town. Now we got a Sprinter van with GoPro cameras. Kind of cool. This little town in Nipton, that's a ghost town that used to be pretty popular. We're going to run through it. The alternative to taking this route here would have been I-40, which it would have been freeway. No way. So just kind of zigzagging up here through the desert. Be a big contrast to what we're going to see this summer, though. Pretty cool, though, huh? This really reminds me of going up to Meadview, that Joshua Tree Forest, which is up by Lake Mead and all that. Quite a ways from here. But look at them, just a sea of trees. And I'll show you the two cameras that we're using today. GoPro Hero 12s. Magnetic mounted. They got wind muffs on them. See the magnetic mount? That cord is a safety cord in case the camera comes loose. I won't lose it in a ditch somewhere. There's your side cam. Well, even though it's June, 1st of June, dry and hot, still pretty. But look at all them trees, huh? This forever. There's big ranches out here, open range cattle. I really don't think they can grow much here. But big, vast areas. That's looking back towards Searchlight there. And away we go. Actually cross over a little mountain pass here. Nevada's up there in elevation pretty good. Tonight that RV park in Shoshone actually has a hot mineral pool. A lot of hot springs up there. Also heading up there, there's a little town with a hot spring. I thought we'd drive through. It's supposed to be really close to Shoshone. It's been 6 years since I've been through that area. Tecopa, that's the name of it, I believe. Alright, right up the road here is Nipton, which will be the state line. Can you see off to the right those 3 white dots? Those are actually massive bright lights. That's a power plant over there. Let me switch to the side camera. That's up on I-15. They actually reflect the sun into a tower, which has, I believe, a steam generator or something like that. Produces power. They're huge. When we get closer, we'll get a better look at them. Alright, get ready for it. I see the sign. This should be the state line. So we're going to leave Nevada. Haven't been here very long, huh? Hour or two. There's the sign. Thank you for visiting Nevada. And no welcome to California sign. Go figure. Oh well. Anyway, we're in California now. Alright, here is Nipton, California. There's probably a few people still live here. They had an RV park. I don't think it operates anymore. And an old hotel. Got a few trees. They got water here. There's the RV park. Looks empty. But once again, wrong time of year. Old buildings, railroad tracks. And here's the old hotel on the left. And that is definitely closed down. They even got the parking lot all blocked off. Look at that. With those cones. Let's do this. I'll turn around with the side cam. We'll get a shot of the hotel before we head on through. But this is officially California. We crossed over coming into Nipton. A lot of history here if you read about it online. Kind of a artsy town. COVID really did a number on it. It really pretty much shut this whole place down. There's the hotel. Has an old trading post, but it's all closed up now. Well, maybe someday somebody with some bucks, some money, will put this town back on the map. But, hey, still here though. Alright, let's get turned around. Kind of cool, we're sightseeing with the side cam. It's too hot to walk around. Nah, I'm teasing. Maybe we get up the road, check out them lights better before we get on the freeway. Pretty active train depot there. See a lot of cars. Vegas, we're not that far from Vegas. Vegas would be to the right of us. Or heading east, northeast. There's those lights. They're getting brighter closer we get. We'll definitely check them. Alright, this is Interstate 15. Now you can really see those lights. Look how bright. They light up the ground, the mountains around them, everything during the day. At night it goes away. They're all pointing at that tower. There are so many solar power plants around Vegas. The Nevada desert's is full of them, and they're building more. But it's so open and vast here. Look at that mountain there. Kind of cool, huh? And there's mighty Interstate 15. I've traveled that so many times. Okay, end of the road here. We're going to take Interstate 15. It's actually south, but we're not taking it very far, about 30 miles down to Baker. Then from there we cut off the interstate. No choice. Alright, I won't bore you with this. All the freeway traffic. This is one major busy highway though. The amount of traffic between Las Vegas and Southern California is massive. 24/7. They're even adding a new speed train thing. It's all been approved. Supposed to follow along right here along Interstate 15. Alright, here's our little truck stop town called Baker, California. They got two really cool things here. One's the alien for the alien jerky. And then also is the world's tallest thermometer. Not a whole lot here. Truckers like this place. We're going to take a highway out of here though, going up. We're about 50 miles from Shoshone. There's all the trucks. And there should be the green alien up here. But if you look up the road, well, it's just now coming into sight. That big thermometer. But that guy went into financial ruin a couple times building it. It was going to be a big attraction, and it got sold. Then his family bought it back. There's quite a backstory. I did watch it on PBS. But it was a guy's dream to put in that thermometer. A world record temperature was set here, like 130 some degrees. I forget, 32 or 35 degrees. We'll see it up here. But that was a world record set for a temperature one day. But don't blink, you're gonna miss it. I'll stop, we'll walk over to it. Baker's not a very big town. lot of gas stations. Now you can see that thermometer. See it on the left-hand side. Oh, here's our alien. Oh, look, they're building a spaceship, and behind it, it's under construction. That's for that jerky. There's another success story. The guy started selling it out of his car. Now he's got locations all over the place. There's a thermometer. Whoop, take a little quick walk. Heck yeah. Look at that thing. Whoa, at 82 degrees. Feels warmer than that. Thing is huge. As soon as I get across this street. $134, I see the sign. It was 134 was the record. But there you go. How'd you like to have that in your backyard? Truthfully, I wouldn't mind it. But they made a little gift shop. There's a heck of a backstory on the guy that built this. He lost it. The family took it back. It is very interesting. $134 degrees, can you imagine? Woo! That would be a cooker. Then look open. A little sweet shop. Okay, well, we've seen it. What do you say? Let's start trucking up north towards Shoshone. Shoshone has a museum. We're gonna stop there. Okay, there's Baker Market right here in the corner. Probably got really good food. See some RVs there off to the left. Pretty hot to be staying in the desert in an RV. I've done it, like down in Quartzsite and stuff. Alright, this is going to swing us up past Dumont Dunes. Big off-road camping area up here. Recreation area. And we'll stop and check that. 57 miles to Shoshone. Then tomorrow we're going to cut across Highway 190 over to Lone Pine. And that's where we'll pick up 395. More videos coming on RVerTV. Those must be apartments. They all look the same there on the left. A lot of government land out here. Huge, vast areas. Just wide open. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. It's the perfect place to keep track of this summer's travel, to sign up for that newsletter. Shelly's going to be putting a lot of info in there about travels, pictures, anything and everything to do about where I'm at, that kind of thing. Also, we got the free screensaver downloads, which we're switching some of the pictures out now to current pictures from the travel. So get on over there. All that's free. Plus, got a little merch shop. Hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, even a cookbook, coloring books, all that cool stuff. New logos coming out, designs, all of it, which helps support the travel and future videos. Just like this one across this big, wide open desert. Alright, up here, see those mountains? That mountain off to the right, those dunes are right around there. We'll stop for a minute, take a break. It's amazing that some of those shrubs are even still green. There hadn't been much rain here for quite a while. But those dunes should be coming up right around these mountains. See quite a bit of road work. Some of these highways got decimated about a year or so ago. Massive flooding in the winter. Here's the dunes. I bet no one's camping today. Nope. Yep. Storyboards. Let's go up and read them. And no, I'm not driving out there. I'm staying on the pavement. You guys want to see me get stuck probably, huh? It is definitely warming up, and boy, that stuff is powdery. Okay, what do we got? Dunes in motion. Continuous winds, keep changing them. Non-stop. But lots of people, I've had friends that come here. They love it. You can go way back behind the mountains. A lot of those people have, you know, the big rails with the paddle tires on them. ATVs. Kind of like Glamis down near Interstate 8, way down in southern part of the state. Dumont Dunes, it's recreation, camping. It is fee-based. So you gotta pay a fee to be here. There's a map of all the off-road. Big areas. It's a pretty good map, even shows you the areas you can't go. But gives you an idea anyway. Dumont Dunes. And of course all your rules and regulations. You know, off-roading in California is different than Arizona and Nevada. You cannot drive an off-road vehicle on the highway like you can, like in Arizona. So just be mindful, this is different here. And no firewood containing nails. Cool. There's a little better look at the dunes. See how the wind just shapes them. It is definitely four-wheel drive. You know, like at that Flagstaff event, that Overland Expo, all those type of rigs are meant for this kind of camping and off-roading. There's a lone little restroom out there. There's another road up the highway here that'll take you all the way back to the big campgrounds. Like I said, I got friends, they love it here. They come here every year. Surprisingly, I have 4 bars on my cell phone. Getting great signals. They must have a tower or something out here somewhere. So if you're camping, you'll definitely have some cell signal. Alright, well, a lot of driving today, so we're just doing miles. There will be that museum up here in Shoshone we'll stop. There's that road off to the right. That takes you back to the main campgrounds. What do we got? 22 miles. Well, there's the cell tower sticking up there. A lot of times when I cross these highways out in these deserts, you don't have any reception. But there it is, pretty cool. Matter of fact, we're going to take a slight little detour up here. Little town called Tecopa Hot Springs. There's your cell tower right there. Ask and you shall receive. Literally. Anyway, I thought it'd be a fun little side trip. Supposed to have some hot springs there. Here it is, here's the road. Tecopa Hot Springs. We're almost in the Shoshone. Okay, make a right. According to the phone here, 4 miles. And that sign says rough road. Good. Well, only 4 miles of it. Oh my goodness, look at the greenery. They got water here. They definitely got water. There's trees, shrubs. I'll be darned. Big old dried up riverbed here. Bet that thing gets really percolating in heavy rains. Okay, now according to the phone, this is actually Tecopa. Tecopa Hot Springs is another 2 miles. And it's official, they got a post office here. Zip code, post office. Alright, we got 2 miles up here to get to Tecopa Hot Springs. I've heard RVers talk about this place. Just in the winter, I'm always in Quartzsite. I don't get out about much. That's the time of year you want to come to places like this. Late fall, through the winter. Alright, here's the big town. It's supposed to be a steakhouse. Camping, RV parks. I see a couple RVs, ice. There's their town sign, Tecopa Hot Springs. What's this? Here's their, oh, here's the hot springs. Blue buildings up here. And the camping office. Definitely one to come here in the winter and check this. You know where I'm staying tonight? There's a hot spring pool. I'll show it to you. So this whole area, this valley here must be loaded full. This must be the RV parks. Pretty nice places. That's all fixed up. Cool. Alright, well, I was curious. Been told about this. We're driving through here, so. It is quite a ways to get here, though, from Arizona. Barbecue place on the right. These trailer parks, they all got signs for pools, swimming pools. Well, they claim it's pretty therapeutic. Camping in a hot spring, why not? Well, what do you say? Let's go find that museum up in Shoshone. What unique landscape. Like one big oasis out here, all green. Okay, almost into Shoshone. Our first stop on the big trip. It's going to take me a few days to get everything organized and getting in a groove. It's a lot of work creating these videos, but 'tis the season, huh? Some of the videos shot won't all be seen right away. Some will be seen later this fall and winter, but don't worry, you're gonna see it. Okay, it's been 6 years since I've been through here. Now this road off to the right, that'll take you back towards Pahrump, right back into Nevada. We're skirting along right now the state line. Pahrump, and then you can cut back into Vegas. It all connects. Once again, this is California 127. And up here's a little museum, I think. Hopefully it's open. Online it said it was. Market, fuel, restaurant. That's even a little sheriff substation here. Well, wanna go check her out? Everything's open. Yay. Even a restaurant. Last year I never even got on the road till 1st of July. So we're 1 month early getting out this year. What's this? Preserve Market Pass. Don't pick up artifacts. Nope. Yeah, this building here is a little sheriff substation. Old rickety fence. Must be connected with the cafe there. Crowbar Cafe. And saloon. Almost waiting for like Clint Eastwood or someone to ride a horse down the street. Well, maybe later. I'm really not hungry. I'm gonna check out this museum. Old car. Been sitting there for a few decades. Rusted to the ground. There's the owner. Hey, I know where your car is. Slightly used. Got the old gas pumps. Standing the test of time. Well, you can always find the good old cars in the desert. They don't rust out. 30 cents a gallon, 32 cents. I mean, for a tiny community to have a museum like this is pretty cool. Got some mining equipment. See what this is. About all the geology around the area. Still kind of amazing on those hot springs though. That was a true oasis in the desert. There you go, borax. They get a lot of it out of the desert. Big time, 20 mule team. For a tiny town, this has a lot in it. A lot of it's local stuff. Always love these little town museums. Imagine living here all your life. Be amazing, huh? Most of these people have already come and gone. Shotgun Kitty. There she is with a shotgun. Oof. Different times, different lives. Who knows who's buried in the desert, huh? Because you are really in the desert here. Real Shotgun Kitty and Perump. Yeah, Pahrump isn't that far, maybe 40 miles. Quite a bit about this shotgun kitty. When the desert went dry. Making moonshine, huh? Get the still out, Ma. Okay, Pa. We're gonna brew up some of that medicine. Now Nevada, my goodness. Gambling mecca. There's a borax mine. All over this area. Imagine being here in the heat though, goodness. Trying to work. Of course, I guess you get used to it. Winter times wouldn't be so bad. Everyone's got a horse or a donkey. There's the Tecopa trading post with cars in it. Tecopa and the Hot Springs. So that goes way back in the 20s. That's where we just drove through. Very cool. So we're learning quite a bit about the locals here. Old mining helmet. Got the old candle light. Oh wow, wreckage from a spy plane that crashed near here. Plane 953. December of 1969. There it is flying, my goodness. It crashed here 69, that's a lot of years. What else we got? Looks like big maps, baskets, Native American stuff. According to the guy up front, this was discovered around here. Dinosaur skeletons. There's the jawbone. Things are huge, aren't they? There's the rest of it. My goodness. Huge. Pretty cool. Right here in Shoshone California Museum. Population here can only be a couple hundred people. And it's well preserved for show. Not bad. And some fossils. Rocks from the area. I like those big shiny gold color ones. Heck, I'm a fossil. Put me in the cabinet. Well, according to the guy up front, across the street there's some dwellings that are carved into rock that were people actually lived in. We're gonna go find them. Giant camels. Let's go to Quartzsite. Now there's a crystal for you. Heck yeah. Well, pretty cool. There's a little park. I'm gonna walk across the street. Then we'll go find those rock dwellings. For a tiny small town, there's a lot happening here. Pretty neat. Oh my goodness. A phone booth. Where's Superman when you need him? Wonder if it works. Alright, welcome to the Shoshone Park. You got you an old tractor. Kind of well laid out here. A few boulders. They probably got they have their ceremonies, you know, 4th of July and that stuff here. There's some water if a traveler needs some. And the park's dedicated to these folks. People probably lived here all their lives. Old cars, local history. And all kinds of signs with the mileage. Mount Everest, 7,775 miles. South Korea is only 5,900 miles. Dublin Gulch is 3/10 of a mile. Cemetery. Oh, we ought to run down cemetery. Oh, I think that's where those dwellings are. Pahrump, 27 miles. New York City, 2,600 miles. Shoshone, USA. There's a location, latitude, longitude. Been here a long, long time. San Francisco, 530. Butte, Montana, 922. Well, heck. Let's go find them dwellings. Alright, found the cemetery. Historic Shoshone Cemetery. Graves all around the hills. Looks like some of these go way, way back. First one buried here was a 4-year-old boy in 1924. That's sad. I got a few trees going. Alright, those dwellings are back here a ways. And it is heating up. It's getting in the high 90s now. Wasn't bad when we left Baker. It was in the 80s. But it's definitely in the desert. Yeah, they said next few days, major heat wave hitting the whole west. Oh, I see them. Look at that. Oh, we gotta check those. The guy at the museum was really informative. He told me about these. People lived in them, like miners, people working. It's a way they beat the heat. They got doors on them. They're all locked. One has no door. Let's go look in at that one. There's your community restroom. So here's home sweet home. You always want to own a piece of the rock, right? They carved it right in there. Made little shelves in the wall. Probably put a candle or something. People lived in here. Well, that's too cool for school. Kind of amazing, the wood is still intact. Man, that's dark in there. But it must have been a lot cooler. Because that baker, if it got 134 degrees, it got it here too. You could easily get over 110, 115 during the day. Just like quartzite doesn't cool off at night either. Okay, well, go find that RV park. Scope that out. I wasn't planning all this. I knew the museum. You know, when you look online, you just don't know. But once I talked to the guy at the museum, which if you ever get a chance, go and see him. He was like an encyclopedia on this whole area. He was on the computer looking up temperatures. He'll help you on your travel routes, everything. Very nice person. It looks like more cemetery plus another rock home. We'll call it the rock house. Be kind of cool if they fixed them up a little bit and let people stay in them. But maybe it's a protected site now. Yeah, there's quite a few graves up in there. Really didn't notice them coming in. Totally different here. Like little memorial walls. A lot of meaning. Who was that one lady in the museum? Shotgun Kitty. Maybe she put a few of them in here. Don't mess with Shotgun. Alright, let me go get checked in, get parked, and we'll take a little walk around. Site 16, and I got the best shade in the house. Those trees are massive. She let me park in between them like that. Actually, I would have had to back up a little bit, but she said no one wants to come here in June, July, August. They're busy times in the winter. But I got me some shade. I brought an e-bike with me this summer. We're gonna do some e-biking. But those tree trunks gotta be 5 foot in diameter, 4 foot. There's your electric X Peak. It's the mountain bike. Starlink's hooked up, working. Still, I can't believe I'm on the road. All the planning, everything. It was quite a busy last couple days getting everything in the van. Just hopefully I didn't forget anything. And 2 computer systems. All the storage for the videos coming up. Clothes, because I don't know what kind of weather, you know, farther up north, not every place is going to be 100 degrees. But they got their own little park up front, Shoshone Trailer Park. I think they even have a mobile home they rent out like a cabin. But they got water here too. This whole valley. Matter of fact, want to go see the pool? Yeah, it's just me and that trailer. They might have people that live here by the month, workers around town. Oh, my lights. Let me show you my lights. Solar powered lights. I bought the light from Home Depot. And I took a magnet. Those are camera mount magnets. Drilled a hole. And those pop on at night. They're solar powered. And see? They just stick on the van. I just put them around the outside. Pretty cool, huh? I'll show you what's happening inside. Excuse the mess. One of the main things is to kind of keep cool. This is still a vehicle. So you can see I got the Blue Eddies all in there. I got 2 fans going. My AC chills this place down nice. That's why I like to plug in. Just added this waggle. It's actually a pet monitor, but I'm using it for inside temperature readings. It connects to Verizon itself. It actually will find a Verizon signal, and through an app you can monitor. So when I'm out and about, I can keep track of the temp in the van. Kind of important with the computers, fridge, and everything. So anyway, hopefully that works out good. Also, all the storage bags are full. Bedding, everything under the bed. It's kind of a mess right now. Sorry about that. There's my ice cold fridge, fully stocked. I keep that plugged into the Blue Eddies, so it has continuous power whether I'm plugged into shore or not. There's my mighty AC. I love that thing. It keeps it nice and cool. And my wind shades up here, windshield shades. So it works great. Alright, back over here is the pool. And it is a true mineral spring pool. She said the temperature maintains 89 degrees year-round. This road here is the actual old Highway 127. Cut through here. But here's your mineral spring pool. Which I might get in that later. They claim that those hot springs are good for you. Alrighty, and get me something to eat. I mean, this is only day 1 out of over 100 we're going to be on the road. Can't even imagine it right now. Isn't this a cool setup? But it should be fun. We'll make it fun. Gonna be exploring so much all over this great country of ours. I'm estimating around 20 states if we can pull it off, and I think we can. You and I together. All right. Journey is just starting. Talk soon.